Hello everyone. Today we are here with Batfreeze.
Hello, friends.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we get started with your questions?
Hmm. Oh my gosh. Well, life is fabulous. There you go. Life
That
is
works.
indeed fabulous.
Okay. Now, you are not just a narrator. Your channel actually kind of has a twist to it. So would you like to explain to everyone what your channel is?
Of course. Well, I'm not just a narrator. I'm actually a critic or reviewer, or whatever you want to call it. It's like for October, I was just like, hey, let's go ahead and start narrating. But I don't just do that. I review games, and in fact, there's a new one coming up. So self-promotion.
Okay. How did you come up with the concept for your channel?
Well, I was watching Nostalgia Critic and Angry Video Game Nerds, other internet personalities that quote-unquote review stuff, but I noticed that there was one thing about them that I didn't like. They never really talk to their community, even though they say, oh, I love you guys, they never really talk to them. So I'm like, how about I try it out, see how it goes, talk to my community, and see how that is. And it's been a lot of fun. So that's how I got the reviewing idea.
Okay. Why did you decide to make custom intros for each of your videos?
Actually, it was suggested by a friend, because in my first couple of videos you could see, I'm like, hello, Batfreeze here. But my friend told me, who's my editor, Jake can type, coming out with videos soon, he was telling me, you shouldn't just have the same intro every time, or else it's just going to get boring and grating. You want to be different, right? And I said, yeah, so try to make your intros different. So I actually write out a script for each of my intros, and I think that people like it, so it's a lot of fun. I love doing it. And it's kind of a way to set the mood, you could say.
What do you hope to accomplish with your channel?
Well, as I said earlier, I'd like to connect with the community more. Not just the creepypasta community, but just the YouTube community as a whole. For good or bad. I'd love to be able to see people saying, oh my gosh, he answered my comments. But that will be a while. But I can't wait. Sorry.
It's all good. You already touched on this a little bit, but would you like to elaborate more on why did you start narrating?
Well, it was in the beginning of September, and I just finished up my Animal Crossing review, and I was thinking to myself as I was walking out the door one day, you know what, I should start narrating for October, but wait, I should actually review the creepypastas. So then I got all these ideas flying through my mind, all the narrations that I did in October were all those ideas. And I tried to make jokes out of them, I tried to make it kind of funny, but I tried to split up the review and the narration.
Why did you decide to continue narrating?
Because I realized how much fun it was to be in the community and meeting so many nice people like yourself and people like Lupus and Mr. Creepypasta. They're all very nice people, as well as all the names that I haven't mentioned. They're all very nice people, and I'm like, I think I want to be a part of this.
How often do you plan on posting creepypastas on your channel?
Well, even though that October is over, of course, and even though I posted a couple of bonus videos in November, I plan to actually continue narrating because I feel like that's a fun thing to do. It's not just like, oh, it's just for October. Because I see a bunch of other channels who are able to not to extend an event without making it rating. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah. I just really think that would be a cool thing to do, so that I could have both narrations and reviews and narration reviews, as well as for games and movies and all that jazz.
Will you ever consider doing another month of creepypastas?
Of course, I'm actually planning out the next month right now, planning out the creepypastas. So you can wait for that next year, 2015 Creepypasta Month.
What is the funnest part of being both a critic and a narrator?
Well, with narrations, usually you have to be very serious, very in character, but once you're able to get out of character for the review part, it's a lot of fun, because you can start cracking jokes at it, as I did in the Jeff the Killer one, which, if I didn't mention, was extremely fun, especially the ending. So the funnest part of it is being able to make jokes about these things that nobody's going to mention. I like being able to show people that, to give people a bit of advice as what to read or what not to read, but not telling them exactly, you have to read this, or if you're a creepypasta fan, you have to know Jeff the Killer, because that may or may not be true.
Do you have any plans for your channel?
I have so many plans for my channel, but I have a 50 subscriber special coming up very, very soon. By at least the 15th, I would say, is when it's going to be done. So you can wait for that. And the only hint I'm going to give is objection. That's all.
How did you come up with your channel name?
Well, I don't know if it's been inferred before, but I am a huge Batman fan. Have Batman pillows, Batman pencils. Not really, not Batman pencils. They're a bit weird. But the pillows aren't weird, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Either way, I'm like, you know what? I love Batman and I love Mr. Freeze, so what would I do if I combine them? And then I came out with my first profile picture, which was a picture of my Minecraft skin. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make my own character. So that's how I came up with the channel name, but I'm sorry if I touched a bit on the persona himself, Mr. Eraser.
No, go ahead and tell us about how your persona came to be.
Well, it was my birthday. It was my birthday, and I went to this comic store. First time in a very, very long time. In fact, the first legitimate comic store that I've been to. The other one I went to was Borders during its closing sale that lasted for 2 years. Either way, I saw this comic that I've been looking at for a while from, I think that was the top 10 worst Batman villains of all time. And I thought that this guy who dressed up like a pencil looked really funny, because it was so cheesy and so over-dramatic. Yeah, in the comic they try to make him all dark and like he has a tortured past, and it's hilarious. So I'm like, how about I try and mix that up, try and make it my own without, stealing somebody else's idea. So that is how Mr. Eraser came to be.
How has narrating changed you?
Well, as a narrator, I've had a lot of more experiences I've been able to do in real life and on the internet. I've been better at public speaking recently, and I know that right now I'm stumbling over my words, but very tired. Either way, it's been a lot of fun. I've been able to sing on stage more, which is one of the things that I love to do. In fact, I just came back from an audition. Yay.
How has narrating changed your life?
As I said, the public speaking, but also when I'm narrating, of course, you can't eat, you can't drink. Well, you don't have to go on fasting, it's just that you don't want anything that clogs up your throat. Just like when you're singing, you try to keep it as clear as possible, and you have to be a bit louder, which I used to not be. I used to be like sitting in class, and they'd always be like, "Hey, Chris," and I'd be like, "Hi." But now I'm like, "Hi!" It's crazy. Sorry.
What creepypasta do you want to narrate, but are having trouble doing so?
I think that Psychosis would be that, because I don't know if I'd be able to get the videos out in time. I'd either have to record them in advance, or if I wanted to keep it actually legitimate, I would have to record it in one day, edit it, do all that jazz, do the review of that day, and yeah, that would be really hard, but hopefully as I get more and more experience, that will become a lot easier. Maybe one day, Psychosis, I will be able to do that. That'd be cool.
What creepypasta has made an impact on your life?
Well, for one, Abandoned by Disney, because I've actually become a bigger Disney fan, believe it or not, because of that. Have all the movies. I really want to go to Disney World again, but can't, because the place where they say that the resort is actually, for one, is real. I don't know if you've read Abandoned by Disney, but it's really good. Hashtag promoting. I don't even use hashtags.
What creepypasta will you not narrate?
Well, seeing as I've already done Jeff, the next one in line would have to be smile.jpg, because I don't think that I mean, not that I believe it or anything, but if the image is real, then that would be really, really bad. And also troll pastas, because I actually like one of those. The Pac-Man one, the scariest game ever.
That's a good one. I like that one. What is your favorite creepypasta?
I think that I have to go for Abandoned by Disney, because it has a lot of build-up, and as I've said in my videos, I love build-up. I love I love the tension that builds, and even though as a narrator that's kind of gone away, because I have to read about all blood and gore, it was really cool at the time, and I still love it to this day. I still get the goosebumps when I look up on Google Maps and find, oh great, that place is real, and it has reviews, so it's legit. In fact, I just gave it 5 stars because I'm like, you should go here.
What is your favorite game?
I'm kind of at... I don't even know how to say this. I don't really know what to say besides Super Mario Sunshine. That was one of the first games that I ever played as a child. It was really fun. I always remember watching my brother playing it, and I was like, oh, can I play that? And he's like, no, you're only 2. And I just looked down in sadness. But then as I got older, I finally beat it 10 years later, even though that should be 6 years later when I was 8. But I'm not the most skilled with video games, but I still love them because I love the experience of it. As with creepypastas, you get into that world. It's really cool. And this game has amazing visuals for the time. Like, you go from the N64, which is like super blocky, to the GameCube, which has amazing lighting, circles, like not polygon circles, actual circles, and the music is beautiful. Don't know if you've ever heard it. Beautiful. Delfino Plaza for the win. I want to go there. We should go there.
Okay. And we are actually on the last question for you.
Oh no!
What is a fun fact about yourself?
Oh my gosh, a fun fact about myself is that I love to sing and dance. But I can't right now because I just came back from like 5 auditions. So I can't even do that. I'd love to sing. It's my favorite thing to do besides doing narrations and doing this and being able to meet people like you guys. So that's the fun fact about myself. Thank you. And
Okay. Is there anything you would like to say before we wrap this up?
Well, thank you guys for watching. It's been a fun ride, even though I've stumbled over myself more than once. But that's to come with being a New Yorker.
It's
and eating pizza, supposedly. Either way, thank you, Cabot. It's been a lot of fun. And now I have to go and do the 50 subscriber. Yay, sleepless nights.
Well, before you go, best of luck on your auditions.
Oh, thank you so much. I actually think I got a call back, and I'm very excited.
Okay. Anybody who has not checked out Batfreeze's channel, make sure you check the description below and go subscribe and check out all of his stuff. And thank you very much for allowing me to interview you.
No, thank you for allowing me to be interviewed.
It was very much my pleasure, and I guess that is it for now, so bye everybody.
Bye.